Thanks for logging on to NeoWeather.com on this Saturday, January 26, 2013. I'm Jim Sullivan with your video forecast. There's a little more light snow today in the snow belt, maybe a bit of mixed precipitation tomorrow night, and will 50s return by Tuesday? Well, I'll have all those details and more coming right up. Taking a look at what's going on across the lower Great Lakes and upper Ohio Valley this morning. A lot of clouds across the region and some flurries floating around. A little bit of heavier snow east of Cleveland in the snow belt. They might pick up maybe an inch of snow today in Lake Geauga, Ashtabula counties. Otherwise, no significant snow. Temperatures ranging from 24 to 26 across northern Ohio this afternoon, and that's pretty much where they're going to stay for the rest of the day with all the clouds and snow floating around. Panning out now and taking a look at the rest of the country. Generally quiet across the east. We have a little system dragging through. That's why there's a little bit of lake effect snow getting kicked off. Elsewhere, though, a bunch of high pressure. Across the west, there's a ton of energy, and that's going to move out of the west tomorrow and bring an icy mix to areas like Chicago and Detroit, and even us here a little bit Sunday night. And we'll show you all those details coming up in just a second. But before that, let's take a look at what we did yesterday at Hopkins. We did 19 and 12, which is still well below normal. Saw 0.15 of an inch of precipitation yesterday in the form of snow. There was about 2 inches of snow at the airport yesterday. Some areas had a little more, especially down near Akron, Canton. We're up to 1.15 inches of precipitation on the month and year, which is still running well below normal, but we'll make up for some lost time here in the coming days, and we'll see that in the 7 days shortly. First, to look at the rest of your Saturday, snow showers are slowly going to diminish as the day goes on. There might be some peaks of sun south and west of town. Temperatures hanging steady in the middle 20s. Tonight will slip down to around 8 to 12 degrees, depending on where you are. It'll be another chilly night. Now, tomorrow what's going to happen is that system's going to ride out of the west, and it's going to try and bring some warm air northward, but it's going to run into a stubborn cold Arctic air mass. So what's going to happen is that warm air is going to overrun and go on top of the dense cold air near the surface, and that means you'll get rain falling into sub-freezing temperatures, which means freezing rain. So it looks like a lot of areas to our west from Iowa into much of Illinois and Indiana are going to see some freezing rain tomorrow. That's going to spread in here tomorrow night. It looks like maybe we'll start as snow and sleet tomorrow evening and then quickly go over to mainly freezing rain. And things will warm above freezing right around dawn on Monday. However, road temperatures are well below freezing, so anything that isn't treated could get very slick tomorrow night. Not a ton of ice, but enough to cause issues. Taking a look at the upper air pattern now for Tuesday morning, we're going to get a big trough to dive into the western U.S. Since the atmosphere tries to conserve momentum, that's going to put a ridge over the eastern U.S., which means we're going to get a southwest flow. It's going to get moist, it's going to get warmer, and the difference between that big trough and that big ridge is very conducive for potentially a strong storm to ride to our northwest into the Great Lakes. And we'll be on the warm side of things at least through Tuesday night. But as we get towards Thursday now, that big ridge of high pressure that was off the west coast on Tuesday is going to be on the west coast. It's going to force that trough eastward, and it's going to get much, much colder across the region. Wednesday will be the transition day, and then Thursday through Friday at least, maybe even into next weekend, we're going to be right underneath that big upper-level trough with a tap of air to the North Pole or northern Alaska, so it's going to get very cold again next Thursday and especially by next Friday. And there might be some snow chances floating around too, be it lake effect or system snow. And speaking of lake effect real quick, on Thursday it cleared out enough over the lake for us to get a good look at how much ice has formed over the last several days with all this cold weather. And west of Cleveland to the Lake Erie Islands, pretty much a nice thin coat. West of the Lake Erie Islands, there's a nice solid sheet. So the western basin for now is closed for business. East of Cleveland, though, there's a lot more open water, so we can get lake effect, especially east of town. Now, this week with this warm weather and all the rain we're going to get, the ice may shift around, so it may be somewhat open even west of Cleveland for all this cold air we're going to see at the end of the week. So it's something we'll watch carefully. It's just one more forecast variable for us to look at. And with that said, now here is your 7-day. Tomorrow we're going to increase the clouds. Mixed precipitation is going to move in quickly tomorrow evening from west to east. Monday morning we do go over to plain rain, but the morning commute may still be slick in spots, especially east of town, where it'll change to rain last. Monday night into Tuesday, we're just going to keep increasing the temperature. Tuesday, we're going to hit the mid-50s across the region. Wednesday's a transition day. The cold front's supposed to come through at some point Wednesday. If it comes through Wednesday morning like we're thinking now, we'll see falling temperatures. If it comes through maybe around noon, we may sneak in a warm morning, especially east of town. Either way, by Thursday and Friday, it's going to be very cold again with snow chances. Once again, I'm Jim Sullivan. Thanks for logging on. Check us out again tomorrow.